Welcome to SFU Coffee Buddies, where coffee together is coffee better. And then this is going to be our final presentation for our project. System summary. SFU Coffee Buddies is an app meant for meeting new people over coffee. This is achieved through a matching system where the user shakes their phone and is paired with another user. Afterwards, the two users can chat over the app and then meet up for coffee, which would be provided at a discount. The system features that we have are the interesting features: shake and match, where two users shake their phone and will get matched together. Bus together updates bus schedule in real time. And then there's a QR code scanner where it generates a discount code if you actually meet up with one another. There's this thing called auto notification where it sets an appointment in iPhone calendar for later, so you can get notified when there's a meeting coming up. And then there's blocking. This can block other users to prevent them from matching up with them again, or let's say you're talking with them and then they send inappropriate things. You can block them and then the administrators will deal with it. And the reason you should download our app is because there's no other app like this at SFU. The system architecture that we use is that it connects with the internet, and then it gets our code from the Git bucket and then sends it to the internet and then goes into Xcode. Our server is hosted on Heroku servers, and it's using Node.js language. Our database is MLabs, which is connected to the Heroku server. Our steps are quality assurance. We did a lot of testing in the Xcode simulators by simulating on different devices and then see if it worked. Unit testing, obviously, test each function in Xcode, see if the expected results. Integration testing proved to be the most difficult part because once unit testing is good, when you integrate different parts together, there's different errors, and then I'll talk about the different errors that later. There's device testing where we actually put our whole application onto an iPhone, and that was the coolest part of this whole project. White box testing, where it's code review, where each other member who just looks at the code and see if it's correctly behaving. And black box testing is we actually get the users to test our function and features and see if it returns the expected results. Known bugs and missing features. Money tracker has been removed due to time constraints. Chat feature not implemented due to library conflicts. So during unit testing, the chat function works perfectly fine, but when we integrated it into our project, the source code library threw some errors and didn't allow me to import the library, so I couldn't really add in the chat feature. We were using socket.io, and that took us a really long time, and we still couldn't figure out. So chat feature, unfortunately, is not implemented. Changing features. Auto notification feature was changed to simply recording a date on calendar. So instead of analyzing the user schedule, users have to manually input a date when they are free and they get notified. And instead of 5 stock images, we let the users pick profile pictures from their own iPhones. Known bugs: there's minor keyboard scrolling bugs, and then there's UI overlaps, and then there's only horizontal images work in the profile picture. We got some users to test our app, and then all of them said that the UI is hard to navigate and not really intuitive. We got the feedback, and then we were trying to fix it more, but our final result is as shown. Post-mortem analysis. Project management techniques that worked really well was that we had constant group meetings, and then we get regular meet updates, and so the whole team knows what's going on, who's doing what's behind, what are some of the known bugs and stuff. Major technical problems. Server issues. Since we used our own server code, the server kind of kept crashing when we signed up, but that problem is already fixed. But that was a major setback in our progress. Integration error was another major technical difficulty because we couldn't integrate socket.io into our application. That's why we couldn't add the chat feature into our app. Major human problems. Uh, two members in our team didn't have MacBooks or couldn't run VM, and then that proved to be two people down from five people. So that was really hard on us. And then our estimation is estimating how long certain features would take to implement. Since we're taking so many courses and then we still have to do this course, our estimation of doing a feature was super wrong, and then we didn't leave enough time for ourselves. Different approaches and advice. An advice is implement core functionalities with another team member, so then your team member can help you work on like the server or like the chat or something, so then the project can continue. Use Firebase instead of creating database from scratch, because this proves that like it's easier to use and then the server is less likely to crash. You can just use your API. And then a better project management would have made the project a lot better by members telling them to keep on track of stuff and then keep updating. And this is the demo.